Hello everyone, this is Nuresh Mirani from nureshtech.co.in. In today's presentation, we are looking at insider buying disclosures which come on BSE and how they are a good way to hunt for companies to research and find out some very interesting companies to invest in. So who is an insider? So an insider is someone who has a direct connect to the management, or it is the management of the company, or anyone who has undisclosed price sensitive information about the company. So this is something, an insider is basically somebody who knows more about the company than you know, in simple terms. So why do we look at insider buying? Now, insider buying has to be disclosed on the exchanges. And it is very difficult for insiders to not disclose their selling, because they will have to show their selling also. And if you show that the insiders are selling, even if the company has say 3 crore shares and the insider is selling 3,000 shares, it reflects very negatively on the company. So generally a large quantum of buying by insiders from a open market is seen as a good signal. And also, to understand why is it a good signal is, see, the market cap of the company can be 1,000 crores. But the cash flow which comes out to the company is only, as in the management of the company, the promoters of the company, is only through salary and dividends. So none of the promoters go take 10, 20, 30 crore salaries in a 1,000 crore market cap company and do not have a dividend. Say they own say 50, 70% of the company. So the dividend would be say closer to say a 2% yield or a 5% yield. So even in that case, none of the promoters actually end up getting say 50 crores of cash flow every year in a 1,000 crore market cap company. So that's the reason when a promoter ends up buying 1 to 5% of the company, implies a lot of it, his personal cash flow has gone back into the company. Also, once the money is invested by the promoter, it can be taken out only by selling those shares, or in some time over a period of time through dividends and salary. Now, what we've seen is selling shares is not easy for the promoters, because it's like if you sell even 0.01% of your company through the open market, the market reflects it very badly, and it does very badly when the markets are crazy or even in the sideways way. So that's the reason we look at a good quantum of buying as a very strong signal, because a lot of that money is like a long-term money which has been invested. Now there are different ways insider buying can be done. One is through open markets, which we see the disclosure, and another is through preferential warrants. Now we find preferential warrants a little tricky. That needs a whole post to understand, because it's a preferential warrant and the price can be lower than the current market price, and they have to only pay 25% of the money upfront and the rest over a period of time. So what we want to prefer is for open market buying or open market buybacks. When we say open market buybacks, where the promoters are not tendering their shares. So that implies if the promoter is not tendering his shares in an open market, so even if he does a open market buyback for a small amount, that implies his shareholding in the company will increase, because the rest of the shareholders have sold the stock in the, and all those shares which have been bought in the buyback get extinguished. So to sum it up, why do we look at insider buying is cash flow of a promoter is limited from the company. So he may have a very large company in terms of market cap, but his personal cash may not be as equal to the market cap. So any good buying of the promoter more than 0.5, 1% to 5% of the company is a good signal. We prefer to see it through open markets than through preferential warrants. Now, what to be careful about when you're looking at this data? So as per Marketmen, the managements in India supposedly also have an unofficial shareholding in the company, which would be shareholdings in distant relatives or in some private limited companies, which cannot be termed as insiders. And many a times this holding is used by the promoters to sell in good times and buy it back in the say in bear markets. So many a times a lot of these companies get converted into official holdings. What it implies is sold by another related party to the promoter himself. So how do we look out for this is, so we prefer to look at say one of the very simple tip is what is the percentage of delivery volumes the disclosure suggests. So for example, if the volume of the day is 1 lakh shares and the promoter has bought 43,000 shares, that implies they've bought 43% of the delivery volumes. Then odd number of shares. So for example, if you put a bid price, say you want to buy a stock at 100 rupees, you may not get the full 10,000 shares you've bid for. So if you see some buying, say the disclosure at 5478 shares bought today, that implies it is actually a market order and it is not something which is a set deal between two related parties. So these are very simple terminologies which you can use to understand whether it's a genuine promoter buying or not. So we prefer to look for open market buying, open market buybacks where promoters are not participating, and carefully in preferential allotments. What would we like to look into preferential allotments is, say maybe the stock is 100 and the warrants were given at 80 rupees. Now even if the stock, when it has gone down to 60 and the promoter still converts the warrants at 80 rupees. So that implies, say if the difference is more than the 25% he is going to lose and he still converts, say if the market, so if the say allotment price is 100 and the current stock price is 40. So if he has to pay 25% which he has paid, that is the loss. But if he buys from the market at 40, he'll save some money. But if the promoter has decided to convert the preferential warrants, we take it as a good indication, but we will be very careful in preferential allotments. So some old examples is Aarti Industries promoters bought 5% of their equity from open markets in 2011 to 2013. The stock price was at 50 to 60 in those times. And they actually converted warrants also. And in 2008, the same promoters had actually not converted the warrants when they had done it at a higher price. And post that, the promoters have been selling over the last few years in the open markets, and the stock has actually gone up from 50-60 rupees to 1,000 rupees in the last few years. And it went up 10x in the 2014-15 period itself. Similarly, CEAT Limited promoters bought 5% of the equity from the markets around the 80 to 100 mark, and the stock went to 1500 over the next cycle. So there are many such examples, many companies where promoters have bought stakes in bear markets and they've done QIPs or say selling in the bull markets. In a very few cases, they've been holding forever also. So there are many such cases, and we've seen a lot of insider buying in 2011 to 13. We've started seeing them in the last couple of years when the down cycle is there. And now in the current down cycle, it becomes interesting because if the promoter is, when there is a problem of cash flow today in the current coronavirus situation, if the promoter is still ready to put, say, available cash to buying a stock rather than keeping it for, say, other reasons or being conservative, that implies the promoter finds the company is maybe undervalued. And in such times, you'll get a, say, maybe 50, 100 stocks doing, say, companies doing say, buybacks or open market buying. But you just need to find a couple of great ideas because some of them can be really big movers over the next few years. So we've designed a product around this by my teammate Harsh, where we will keep sharing the insider trading disclosures and the interesting companies around it, and also a quick snapshot on the interesting companies. This you can check it on the description in the YouTube video as well as on our website. So starting off with a quick example wherein we look at all insider buying. Now these are not recommendations but just an academic exercise to find stocks to research. So these are areas where you are searching for interesting data points and may not be the reason for you to buy, but this will give you a list of say 20 stocks which are interesting, and maybe over a period of time you'll buy 2 very interesting investments. So one example is a company called Action Construction Equipments. The promoters used to own around 68% stake in December 15, which became 73% in December 16, and they sold some shares in December 19. So they went back to lower levels. Now the promoters in the last quarter have bought almost 1.5 lakh shares, somewhere closer to 0.13% of the equity. Now what is interesting is the promoters had sold a stake in 2017 of around 4%. And now in the same period from December 2018 to 2019, they've been able to increase the stake to 72.25%. So the promoter sold the stake at 135 and is buying from 85 to 35. So it doesn't imply that you buy at 85 and you'll make money, but the case is the promoter sold 4% at 135 and is now a buyer at 85 to 35. So now you want to research the company whether at 35 the stock is very interesting, because what we see is it has manageable debt, but may not have the best promoters. But what we've seen is this is a cyclical stock. So the stock was almost at 10 rupees in 2013 as well as in 2009, and in 2013 went from 10 to 200 and now it's back to 30. Even in the previous cycles in 2006 it went from 30 to 130 and then back to 10 rupees in 2009, and even in 2009 it went from 10 to 75. So whenever the business sentiment improves, this is a very correlated stock with the business activity. So at 30-40 we need to look into the company whether it is manageable, which it will be able to survive over the next few years, and may not necessarily be the best investment, but one should be watching out for the same. But it has been a cyclical company. So this is interesting. So again, if you would like to see such data being sent to you every fortnightly, you can click on the link in the description. Thanks a lot. We'll keep sharing a lot of such examples over the next few months. And for any queries, you can always contact me on the following details. So I'm on Twitter at Nuresh Tech